Okay, your blonde bombshell here with you. I made some posts yesterday on Facebook, which I got a lot of inbox messages in, and a lot of concerns from various people. And I thought I would share my posts with you. Also, I would share everybody's point of view, because once again, it's not going to be the best birthday ever. It's going to be the worst, and it just keeps proving that it's going to happen that way with every bit by bit. So here we go with what I posted yesterday. I had this strange dream, and everybody tells me don't read anything into it. So I got out of bed. However, it was the wrong house. And when I looked around and thought, where am I? And slowly I walked to the kitchen, and I noticed my grandparents, and there was no grandparents, no pets around. And it was totally wrong. It just had that wrong feeling that I was in the wrong house. And I heard this, "Good morning, beautiful. How was your night?" And I was like, I wish I could remember. And he laughed and said, mine was wonderful with you by my side. And I said, okay, this is strange. He said, strange? How so? Because when I open my eyes and see your sweet face, it's a good morning, beautiful day. And I promise you, my eyes just popped wide open. I sat straight up in this bed right here, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to marry Steve Holy. So that was the first post. Now we're going to run through all of these posts, and then I'm going to share some reactions with you. Another post that I did yesterday was I took a question from the inbox that said, let's say a country music star shows up at your door on August 3rd. Out of Lee Brice, Luke Bryan, Easton Corbin, Dustin Lynch, Tyler Farr, and you can only pick one, who do you think would show up and why? And, of course, I was like, well, if even one of them has seen one of my videos, that brings a smile to my face and total happiness. But let's do it this way. Lee has a wife. Luke has a wife. Dustin has a girlfriend. Tyler is engaged. Easton is the only one that I think would be single, and that would be a YouTube moment here for sure, because I would jump, wrap my legs around his waist, and kiss him senseless. And I just adore Easton. I love his music. I love his down-home roots and his values. I think that he's a great guy. And that's why it kind of inspired that answer. Next one. Lots of laughs, another fun question in the inbox. Besides the famous stars that might or might not show up, let's say you're honored on your birthday by a debonair, dashing, sexy stud muffin, and he comes to your door to make your dream come true. Would you give him the quote-unquote star treatment? Well, how could I not? I have had past birthdays where I got gifts in the mail, meaning from Mike, but never in person. I can tell you how overwhelming that would be, and quote-unquote star treatment, I would cry for sure once the flowers drop, and I pray he wouldn't give me a bill for whatever gift he presents me with, but not only a hug, but a kiss of appreciation, and I don't foresee that fairy tale coming true. I see more disappointment, tears, even heartbreak. Now, this was all yesterday's posts. There was concerns in my inbox. I read the concerns, and today I had a few concerns with some loved ones. I won't name names, but they're all like, Donna, you're setting yourself up for the biggest disappointment ever. And I said, how could it be any more disappointing? I said, honestly, I can't do anything right. Everything I do is wrong. I can't make anybody happy, and the worst thing of it is nobody really cares. It's like everybody is judging me, and they're like saying that I'm a joke right now. I don't feel like anybody's really taking me seriously. And these dreams that I'm having, I don't know. I wish I could make sense out of them. It's just like this past night's dream. It was weird again. I woke up to Luke Bryan saying, "Shake it for me, country girl," here in my bedroom. And then after he got done, I went to go hug him for appreciation hug, and he disappeared. In the hallway, Lee Brice was singing that woman like, a crazy girl. It was a mixture of crazy girl and a woman like you. I went to go hug him, and he disappeared. And then there was Dustin Lynch singing Halo, and I went to go hug him, and he disappeared. Tyler Farr was singing Hot Mess, went to go hug him, he disappeared. And the last one was Easton, and I went to go hug him, and he said that, well, we've been paid to play your favorite song and then disappear. Well, then the doorbell rang, and I go to the door, and this guy is dressed up in a county market outfit. Really strange. And he's like, he holds the flowers out here, okay? I always had this dream, even back when I was back with Mike, and I even told Mike this, that I always had this dream that the guy would come to the door on my birthday, flowers out here, and he would block his whole face so I couldn't see him. And anyway, he rang the doorbell, and there's my sterling silver roses that I absolutely love. And he's like, "Happy birthday," and he just shoves the roses at me. It's just really weird. And as I pick up the roses, and they're not falling down or anything, but as I take the roses, there's a bill for $44.50. And he's like, "That'll be $44.50. I said, "For what purpose?" And he's like, "Well, you're going to pay for your own roses. After all, this was your idea." And I was like, what? It's my birthday. It should be the thought that counts. I didn't even really want, if I was going to have to pay for him, I can't afford it. I said, forget it. And then the weirdest thing is I couldn't see the guy's face. He just, what I call stripping, is he took off the baseball cap he had on, the sunglasses he had on, and he had his, like this outfit that looked like something you would see in one of those old movies where you're working underneath a car. I don't know why. It was a weird dream. So as he's taking that off, he leans down to kiss me, I guess to shut me up from complaining. And my eyes went wide, and boy, that's when I sat up in bed because I couldn't see his face. Now, family members have told me, "Donna, we're concerned. You do this every year. You've done it since Mike. You just need to realize that it's not going to happen. Appreciate your family because that's all you're ever going to have, and move on." Now, my dream has always been to find the right man who can respect me as a lady, be loyal to me, put me up on a pedestal above all other women, who will be an old-fashioned gentleman, pull open the car door, wait until I sit down before he sits down, calls me out of the blue just to see how I'm doing, texts me to see how I'm doing, is dedicated to the relationship, not wanting to go outside of the relationship to a mutual friend, who is loyal, and not only that, sincere, speaks from the heart, trustworthy. That I can't say that enough. And just remembers me and treats me like the lady I am. I can't say that enough either. And I painted my nails tonight to try and cheer myself up because I don't want to get my hopes up, and I don't want to think this is the year that I won't be thinking, man, it'll happen next year. This is the year that I can actually be having a guy in my life that's proud to have me on his arm and tells the whole world that we're together and is not ashamed of me. I've never really had that. Yes, Mike and I got virtually married, and he talked to my grandpa and he talked to my mom about coming here, but he never showed up. And to all of you girls out there who have been blessed to not only have a date, but have a guy profess his love to not only you, but your friends and your family, so that you know you matter above everything else. You don't know how much of a blessing that is. And when these people say that their kids are so much problems, or they wish that they wouldn't have had the accident in their life, I can't tell you how much that hurts when somebody like myself can't even find the right guy who is going to stand behind his word and want to start a family after he gets married. Yes, I'm old-fashioned, and yes, right now I haven't been on Meet Me or POF because my friends are like, wait till after your birthday. And I'm trying not to put too much faith into that because I'm used to being disappointed. I'm used to not measuring up. I'm used to not being good enough for whatever reason. Coming in second place seemed to be what I do best, is what somebody told me today. I have worked so hard, and each and every time it gets harder to try and believe, to try and keep the faith. All I can do is tell you this. I want to believe that love still exists. I want to believe that God has a plan for my life, and He knows how badly I want this guy in my life, and I want him to be loyal to me, let alone have a family with me. And, you know, it's hard. It's very hard. And, I keep thinking to myself, things are gonna change. And like I told you, I keep putting my hopes in there that things are gonna get better, but this year hasn't gotten any better. Heck, State Farm, they let me down too. The car that I really wanted sold before I could even get over there to try and work with him on price. Not that he really wanted to work with me on price, because it seemed like he was digging his heels in. If there's anything that I would really hope for and really wish for, it's for one time and one time only, not to be let down. You don't know how hard it is to have to hear, "I told you so," or "you wish too much," and those type of fairy tale dreams don't come true. Donna, you can't live in books. You have to live in the real world. Donna. Sorry. Don't you realize that you're not a modern woman? I've done my best. I've said my piece. I'm just gonna say this. My family thinks that I'm gonna sit around and waste my time if I sit and wait on the right guy to come to the door, because it's just not gonna happen. And, the dreams I had for this year, they're ruined anyway. God bless you all. I can't finish this video.